we're on the air. Oh. Yeah. We've begun. I guess I should take this off. Hard to blow a bagpipe through that thing. Hello, everybody. We have a live audience, a little bit of a live audience. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah. Thank you. It's almost like you knew to do that. That's great. Well, I don't know how many of you knew this was going to be a bagpipe and bouzouki and music show. So, as opposed to a magic show. So, we're going to start off with some tunes. One that Frances Cunningham right here found this tune, and then she wrote a tune to go after it, and then I wrote a tune to go after that one because I didn't want to be left out.
Competitive sometimes.
Yeah. Let me just give it a little. Let's just go for it.
Okay.
Actually, let me blow them real quick. Okay.
All right. This first one comes from India. Thank you. Hey, Vernon. Oh, it's good to see everyone here. It's been a while since we've played anywhere, and it just feels so great to be back on any stage, but especially this one.
I think Frances is going to charm you with her cutting wit while I tune the bagpipe quietly in the corner. Just a little bit sharp. Let me turn down a little bit. I'm living in Asheville, North Carolina, which is in the Appalachian Mountains. So it's a little bit, it's about 2,500 feet. And the bagpipe goes crazy at any kind of change in anything. It's a very insecure instrument for being so loud. So we have to tune it. It usually takes about 3 days to tune a bagpipe, but we don't have that long tonight, so I'm just going to do it real quick. And I'll just turn around and I'll do the bagpipe version of muting. I'll just turn around and face the corner for a second. Okay. That's pretty close. I just made this chanter. Probably shouldn't say that because I'm having to tune it. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play you something really good.
These are all very, very old.
Come out of the low country with never a penny of money. We be soldiers three, pardon and wash fools on free. They come out of the low country with never a penny of money. Here, my good fellows, I'll drink to thee. Pardon and wash fools on plea. To all good fellows wherever they be, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers three, pardon and wash fools on free. Let them come out of the low country with never a penny of money. Yeah, good fellows, I'll sing you a song. Sing to the brave and sing for the strong. For those who have
Thank you. 3 tunes there, and all of them super old.
Yeah. I learned that tune from a Houstonian who works at Mission Control down at Johnson Space Center. Al Coffrin. He's a bagpiper.
And one of my bouzouki brethren as well.
Yeah. He's a bouzouki player. He's a really excellent bird watcher. And so he has a really excellent group called Estampida, where they play hundreds of years old tunes. And they do this at festivals and concert halls and stuff. And Al and I play together in another band called Clandestine for the last many years. 14 years, I think. So, this is a Gillian Welch song?
It is.
One of your neighbors in Nashville?
Well, my friend, I live in Nashville now, and she owned a building across from my friend Brian, who had a fiddle shop, and she'd always be mowing her lawn. And so they hung out some, and so anyway, this is one of her songs, the bird song, and her version of it has only 3 birds, but my girl Nora, who's 13 now, and she was quite a bit younger, she's like, "Where's the yellow bird?" I'm like, "We need to make one." So we made a yellow bird, and then EJ has a young friend who said, "Where's the purple bird?" And so they made a purple bird. So we're gonna have all the birds. Been so lonesome, shaking that morning chill. Oh, little red bird, open your mouth and say, been so lonesome, just about flown away. So long now I've been out in the rain and snow. Winter's come and gone now, little bird told me so. Oh, little bluebird, pearly feathered breast, 5 cold nickels, all that I got left. Oh, little bluebird, what am I gonna do? 5 cold nickels ain't gonna see me through. So long now I've been out in the rain and snow, but winter's come and gone now, little bird told me so. Oh, little blackbird on the wire line, dark as trouble, heavy on my mind. Oh, little blackbird sings a word song, dark as trouble till winter's come and gone. So long now I've been out in the rain and snow, but winter's come and gone now, little bird told me so. Oh, little yellow bird shining like the sun, fly on home now, working day is done. Oh, little yellow bird, meet you by and by, die on home now, working till I die. So long now I've been out in the rain and snow, but winter's come and gone now, little bird told me so.
Oh, little purple bird underneath the pines, been so lonesome, drinking all the time. Oh, little bluebird, flying coast to coast. Oh, my heavens, she's the one I love the most. So long now I've been out in the rain and snow. Winter's come and gone now, little
little bird told me so. So long now I've been down in the rain and snow. But winter's come and gone now.
Winter's come and gone now.
Winter's come and gone now. Little bird told me so. Thank you. This is a new set of tunes we're gonna do. We're gonna start out with EJ playing a couple solo tunes, a march and a Strathspey, right?
Yeah. We play at a big festival in July in the mountains in North Carolina called Grandfather Mountain Highland Games. And we've figured out that the games is very likely going to happen. There's going to be a little bit of some distancing and masking and stuff like that, but we're very optimistic about having an actual festival in July, which we're very excited about.
So great.
Imagine this. So you're about to go into a festival, and you come up the hill, and you go through the gate, and you see before you a beautiful sunny meadow. And it's in July, but it's 2,500 feet up, so it's about 70 degrees, and the sunshine just feels really good on you. And the air is light, and in front of you, you can see this beautiful meadow, and these gigantic guys in kilts are throwing the caber toss, and there's sheep being herded, and there's Highland dancers, and way off in the distance are some bagpipers, like a swarm of bees, a beautiful swarm of bees, and they have competitions and exhibitions, and it's just a really beautiful festival. So I'm gonna play a couple of tunes that one would play at that festival on the Saturday, right at prime time, right when they want everybody to hear it.
Thank you. You have to say the name of that last one because I never can remember it. It's really long.
It's so long I forgot it. It's Lord McConnell of Loch Erin and Loch End. Yeah. They have naming contests sometimes for who can have the longest name.
Yeah, it's not as long as what is it, the Cape?
The Cape Breton and Fiddler Society's Welcome to the Shetland Isles.
Yeah. Takes longer to say it than
Yeah.
play it.
Yeah. A few months ago, our last show was about 5 months ago, if you can believe that. Yeah, so we're this is going to be the first of many, many, many shows. We're just going to play everywhere now.
Yeah.
But we went west and we made a video. We put the camera, and posed in front of beautiful mountains. And we made all these videos, and we got our friend Rachel Rogers in Albuquerque to shoot us at the Rio Grande River where it goes through Albuquerque. Did you know the Rio Grande goes through Albuquerque? I didn't know that until I visited Albuquerque. I was like, I thought it just kind of went off, somewhere. I don't know. I didn't know it went north, but it's really beautiful. So Rachel Rogers put a really excellent video together, along with some footage taken by our friend David Quillen at McCrae Meadow.
Partly we just wanted to get out of town.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of us have spent our whole lives on the road, and so the staying put has just felt unnatural.
It's very strange.
Yeah, so it was good to have a reason to make a little trip.
Yeah.
We stayed in out of the way places and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was fun making this video, but it's a song. It's called
The Taoist Tale.
the Taoist Tale. That's right. We call it the Farmer Song, and I heard it from an English singer called Chris Wood, and the song is kind of nice because this farmer's faced with different situations, good and bad, and everyone tells him, "Oh, that's bad and that's good," but he says, "How do you know? We don't know. Just wait and see. You don't know how things will turn out. It could turn around." So this is the "How do you know" song.
Yeah.
There once was a farmer, and he sent his son into the mountains
For his horse to graze.
Boy fell asleep. When he awoke, his horse had gone. He came home alone, and all the neighbors said, "What bad luck." But the farmer said, "How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?" The very next day, the farmer sent his son into the mountains to try to catch the runaways. He found his horse and 7 other wild ones. He brought them home, and all the neighbors said, "What good luck." But the farmer said, "How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?" The very next day, the farmer sent his son into the field to tame the wild horses there. The first one he tried threw him to the ground. He broke his arm, and all the neighbors said, "What bad luck." But the farmer said, "How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?" The very next day, there was a war
marching through the countryside. He was looking for men, but he couldn't take anyone. Had a broken arm, and all the neighbors said, what good luck. But the farmer said, how do you know? 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 How do you know?
Thank you. That tune was written by EJ there. Thanks.
This is Francis's favorite one.
It is. It's one I've known for just ever and ever and as long as I can remember. And I learned it from a bouzouki player named Pat Broaders. Huh?
Oh, great, another bouzouki player.
Haha. There are more and more of us all the time. The bouzouki world is growing.
I'll believe it
I
when
love
I
it.
see a bouzouki band contest and all the bouzouki players in a circle and judges on the outside with clipboards.
But it'll sound so pretty, though.
It'll sound pretty sprongy, if you ask me.
Well, I was going to make a joke about tuning, but we also spend our lives tuning, so never mind. But this song comes from Northern Ireland, and Pat Broaders, you should look him up. He's a beautiful musician. He lives in Chicago now, but it's one of the Renardine songs. There's a tradition of those, and sometimes he does different things, and the girl does different things. But in this one, he's the bad boy, and she's the good girl, and he convinces her to run away. And at first, she's like, "I can't," but then she does. And the original version of this that Pat sings, I don't know if it's supposed to be some sort of punishment for running away, but they drown, and that's terrible. And so we rewrote the last verse because that was no good. And in our version, they live happily ever after.
Just like in real life.
Exactly.
Hey, guess what, Francis?
Huh?
I remember how this goes.
When you were practicing, the only thing we could think of is that.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that now. Okay, I still got it.
Okay, good.
Okay. Thank you.
The dawn is breaking bright and fair. The lark sang in the sky. When a maid, she bound her golden hair with a blind glance in her eye. For who beyond the gay green wood was awaiting her with joy? Ah, twilight brown. He met the maid with the golden hair, where the tumbling torrents fall. For they were faithful and in love, no war could e'er destroy. No tyrant's chains bound Renardine and the mountains of Pomeroy. Afraid of the foeman's force and you. They've tracked you in hill and plain and all the valley through. My kinsmen frown when you are named, your life they would destroy. Beware, they say, of Renardine and the mountains of Pomeroy. Not afraid of the foeman's horse and me. No chain shall bind whate'er betide the arm that would be free. I'll leave your cruel ken and come when the lark is in the sky. It's with my life I'll guard you in the mountains of Pomeroy. Down the glen and up the mountainside. The mist came down, the tempest rose, and did all round destroy. But she prevailed against the tide, and found her freedom's Thank you.
Okay, so our other music video we made was a couple years ago with a friend of ours named Alex. He was playing the drum. I think he'd only been playing the drum for about a week. So
he's just a mountain of talent, though, so it was nothing for him.
Yeah, that's right. So we had some professional filming people. We had a producer, my girlfriend Whitney Rowlett, producing the whole thing, and it was just a really great experience. And the set of tunes we played, I wrote the set, and it's called "Take to the Skies." And I don't know what else to say about it. It's been a while since we've been in front of an audience, Well,
our favorite movie is Thor Ragnarok, and the title comes from Thor.
Now you know the password to all my devices.
We were both playing Animal Crossing, and EJ named his island Bagnarok.
I teach weekend workshops sometimes to other pipers, and one of the things that the pipers always want is they want new tunes because they want to be able to impress their family and friends and stuff. So I tried to write these tunes to sound really hard to play, but they're actually really easy to play, especially the last one. The last one is just, I mean, it's full of ornaments, but it's actually super easy to play. So when I go to a workshop, I'm going to teach everybody that tune, and then everybody's going to play it, and then everybody will get sick of it and I'll have to write something else.
E.J. Jones tunes.
It's a really easy tune, that last tune. It sounds fast, but it is fast, but it's really easy too. I want you to know the story of we made a band T-shirt a couple years ago for that song, which was going to be an album, but we didn't finish the album, and then the pandemic hit. But the on the front of the T-shirt is there's a mythical figure, and the story goes, Francis.
See, I live in
Yeah.
a little town outside of Nashville,
She'll tell.
although I'm from here. And we play trivia. Well, everything is, of course, not counting COVID times. We play trivia every week with our friends.
In a bar.
Yeah, and one week all of our friends couldn't come, so no problem. Me and my girl Nora, who was 10 or so at the time, we were like, let's go
To the bar.
to the bar. she's fine.
Yeah.
But we were getting trashed all night. We weren't very
You
competitive.
mean you were losing trivia?
Yes.
Yeah. By getting trashed,
Oh,
you mean you
right.
were losing?
We were
trivia.
losing trivia. We were.
You were-
Thank you.
yeah.
Me and my 10-year-old
You and Nora were
getting
getting
wasted. Yes, we were getting beaten at trivia
right. Right.
until the last question, which you can, bet 20 points on, up to 20 points if you lose those points if you get the question wrong. And so
They
it
know
was,
how to play trivia.
well, it's important to understand
Oh, yeah.
because the question was, what is it? What is in Greek mythology?
What is the mythical being? What is the name of the being that is a cross between a eagle and a horse? This is the bonus question. You can bet all your points on this question. What is the mythical being that is a cross between a horse and an eagle?
Yeah, and
What is it?
everybody in the bar.
What is it?
Oh.
Not
Yeah,
You got it.
yeah. But everyone that night in the bar bet 20 points on Griffin, and everyone
Everybody
got
said
it wrong.
Griffin.
But Nora said, "I know this. I know it because My Little Pony." And so we bet 20 points, and we ended up winning the whole night. And everyone in the bar high-fived her, and
They
she
won
was
the
the
entire
star of the night, and it was the greatest day of her life.
PhDs in that bar playing trivia that night. Doctors, politicians, clergy.
Also getting trashed at trivia. So that's Take to the Skies in
Yeah.
a nutshell. With the
Yeah.
there's a lot in that set of tunes.
Yeah, there is. So we put a hippogriff on our band T-shirt.
Yeah, plus the whole Thor thing. That set of tunes has a lot
Yeah.
of storytelling.
It does, yeah. So we're gonna play a tune now that we hope to be playing all year long because we usually teach a dance to it, and I know everything's distance, so we're not gonna teach the dance in here. Although ironically, we actually have the space for once to teach the dance. We're gonna refrain from teaching the dance, but for anybody listening, watching at home, you probably know this tune. It's called Petco. We learned it from Richard Keene, and if you know the dance, do the dance. By the
It's,
way, if you go to, let's see, livefromnorfolkstreet.com, you can become like secret members of this whole concert thing, and there's extra things that happen on camera that it's a thing that the Mucky Duck is doing, because the Mucky Duck is actually the only bar that I know of that's invested this amount of effort and time and attention and care and heart into live concerts. And it's, I mean, there's a guy, a really good singer who I think he won The Voice, and he lives in Austin, which is supposed to be the live music capital of the world, but he comes to Houston every week to do the live stream at the Mucky Duck because nobody's doing it in Austin. I think that's really impressive. So support the
he's
Mucky
gonna-
Duck live
yes.
from Norfolk Street.
Well, here's a bagpipe tune from Bulgaria. you. I think that's my desert island tune. If I had to take one tune to a desert island, it would be that one.
If you had to take one tune to Bagnarock,
Yeah, it would be Petco.
I remember this one too. This is a tune, it's a song that Francis brought in many years ago.
Yeah, it's another one I've loved for a long time, and we'll dedicate this one to EJ's mom because I know she likes it a lot, and I like her a lot.
She's pretty great. It's really easy to tune the flute.
You don't have to turn and face the wall for that one.
No, you don't have to turn and face the wall. You don't have to march away.
Oh, I like the old-timey songs, so here's another one. Prettiest girl I ever saw, still on the banks of the Arkansas. Cheeks were red and her eyes were green, the prettiest thing that ever I've seen. Wave the ocean and wave the sea, wave that pretty girl back to me. Wave the ocean and wave the sand, wave this way and wave again. Back turn and swing. I courted her for many a night, we strolled the lane with hearts aligned. Before I asked for her hand, the country called me to a foreign land. Wave the ocean and wave the sea, wave that pretty girl back to me. Wave the ocean and wave the sand, wave this way and wave again. Back turn and swing. It was 3 long years till I returned. I wasn't ready for what I learned. When I set sail on the silver tide, a fever had stolen away my bride. Wave the ocean and wave the sea, wave that pretty girl back to me. Wave the ocean and wave the sand, wave this way and wave again. Back turn and swing, and I'll go down to the silver strand, where the waves come crashing upon the land. And I'll take this ring that was for my bride, and I'll throw it into the rolling tide. Wave the ocean and wave the sea, wave that pretty girl back to me. Wave the ocean and wave the sand, wave this way and wave again. Wave the ocean and wave the sea, wave that pretty girl back to me. Wave the ocean and wave the sand, wave this way and wave again. Thank you.
Play some more tunes.
We have Broom of the Cow to now.
Let's do it. We'll sing a Scottish song. Tomorrow, everybody knows what tomorrow is, right? St. Patrick's Day. Did you know that? You probably remember this. We sure do. This is the 1-year anniversary of the closure of all the bars and restaurants. And yeah, I remember I was at the Mexican food restaurant down the street looking at the screen, and they were, announcing the order, and I just, it was pretty despairing at that time. This place is a literal mom and pop establishment. There's the people who run and own this place have been working so hard for so long, for decades, and then when that happened, it was pretty despairing. So
they're absolute warriors, and oh yes.
So I want everybody, if you're watching us, I want you to subscribe to the Duck YouTube channel and click the bell. Click the bell. That means you're going to get notified when shows are happening. We're going to go live tomorrow, and you'll get the notification in your email. So click that bell, subscribe, and we're going to have a presentation tomorrow with Ed Miller, and the best guitar player in Texas, Rich Brotherton, is going to be here with his band Ula, and that guy we were talking about from Ireland who won The Voice, Pat Byrne.
He has got a voice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it's going to be a really good lineup. And so go to the YouTube channel and click the bell to get the notification. You'll get an email, and you'll just go there, and you can watch all day long.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. One day, driving to the Mucky Duck, I've been playing here on St. Patrick's Day for a long time, and years ago, I was driving here to play here, and I heard an advertisement for, remember Binnigan's restaurant? I heard an advertisement for Binnigan's restaurant, which was supposed to be an Irish bar restaurant. And it was my friend Ed Miller from Edinburgh, from Scotland. And he was singing something. Of course, his voice is so beautiful. It's the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. And but I don't even think he was putting it on an Irish accent. He was just speaking in his normal Scottish voice, and that was good enough. But anyway, Ed's never lived that down. So we're gonna do a Scottish song, and maybe Ed's gonna sing it tomorrow, which is gonna be really special.
It happens to be his favorite song, and one of ours too.
Playing small pipes on this, aren't I?
Yeah. It's the Broom of the Cow to Nows, and a couple of years ago we got to go on his tour, the song tour of Scotland, which was amazing to hear him tell the stories from all these songs that we all know, and we got to go to the field and look down where the barn was where this happened, which was pretty amazing. It was pretty chilling. It's just a field now, but ready?
Almost. Hang on. Let me get the.
EJ made those pipes too.
Mm-hmm. All blithe was I, each born and to see my lass come over the hill. She skipped the burn and she ran to me. I welcomed her with goodwill. All the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, broom of the cotton now. Fain would I be in my own country, heard in her father's yells. When I the one wintered yowls nor lambs, while the flock there was lame. I heard it in those sheep every night. She cheered me all the day. Ah, the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, broom of the cotton owls. Fain would I be in my own country, hearing her father's yowls. So hard fate that I should banished be, to gang without thee and to more, because I love the bonniest lass that ever yet was born. Oh, the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, broom of the cotton owls. Fain would I be in my own country, hearing their father's yowls. So adieu yon border hills, adieu. Farewell the pleasures there, to wander by your side once again is all I crave or care. All the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, broom of the cotton owls. Fain would I be in my own country, hearing her father's yowls. All the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, broom of the cotton owls. Fain would I be in my own country, hearing her father's yowls. Ed sings it amazingly with Rich behind him. Yeah. We'll just pretend that's an Irish song tomorrow.
We'll do one of mine that I wrote for my grandmother, who was very quiet and elegant, but incredibly talented. And she never made a show of it, but she could have had a career as an artist. She sang at Carnegie Hall. She did trapeze in high school. She's amazing. And she was a champion roller skater in the 40s. She and her sister went around to competitions, and she had a room full of trophies. She never spoke of any of it, never bragged or made a big deal of it. And so she passed away a little while back now, and I was sitting listening at her funeral to this guy talking about her who did not know her clearly, and I was thinking, I'm not listening to him. So in my head I was thinking about her skating around the rink, so I found myself going like this during her funeral, but she would have preferred that, I think. And so I wrote this tune during her funeral thinking about her whizzing around the roller skating rink with her little dress flying, and her routines with her sister, and how much fun she was having then. So I wrote this tune for my grandma called Miss Pat, which she lived in Winnie, Texas for most of her life, and everyone in town called her Miss Pat.
Can I get a D?
Thank you.
Drinks on me tonight. Drinks are on me. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I have this great friend I've known since I was about 16 years old. His name is Paul Rendon. He's one of my best friends, even though we don't talk nearly as you know him. Yeah. Plays the drum. Yeah. We call him the Spanish peacock sometimes. Anyway, he's known for having people over to his house and having a midnight barbecue. And so Francis and I used to stay at his house sometimes, and we would play tunes, and he would barbecue long into the night, and we would talk. And Paul is one of these people he's got a silver tongue. I mean, he's just, everything he says is so poetic. It's beautiful. He's a beautiful speaker and just a lover of tunes, music. He always wants one more tune. He's that person who just wants the night to keep going. Really, really beautiful human being. So Francis wrote this tune for him called the Spanish Peacock. And then
Followed by another one that I wrote for another friend of ours, another Bouzouki member, Beth, who she lives out in the New Orleans area. She plays out there all the time, and we're like the two girls that play the Bouzouki, and we couldn't be more different, but we're super close, and I love her a lot, and so this tune is called All the Beth. He always tries to make it into this little polka.
yeah. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Just imagine Beth signing a CD, all the Beth. All the Beth. Beth.
I hope she does one day.
Does too. I hope she does. Yeah. So let's play some more tunes.
Yes.
This is a tune that you would hear if you were marching a pilgrimage in northern Spain in a place called Galicia. And it's a really beautiful dance. And I guess the story goes in the old days, the pilgrims would march through on their way to the shrine of St. Mary, and they would stop off, and they would take food and drink, or I don't know if they ate back in those days, but they would sometimes be entertained with music by the house owner's family, and so it's a dance tune. And we were thinking of putting some Galician tunes after it, but instead we decided to rip off my friend Richard Keene one more time. Probably won't be the last time. Richard Keene is a great piper who lives here in Houston, Texas, and he plays with the grade 1, the premier grade St. Thomas alumni pipe band. And he's a great composer. He's originally from Edinburgh, but he moved to Canada, and then he immigrated to this country, and he stole my girlfriend. He stole her, and he married her. So it's all fine. He and I became best friends, and we would play tunes together, and we were in a band together for a long time. And I think that's kind of where culture comes from. It's like you've got one person who lives in an area who, goes out, plays in the town square, or plays in the coffee shop or the pub, and they play their tunes, and everybody around learns their tunes. And so that's what happened with Richard. He wrote these great tunes, and we were playing, hanging out, and I just learned all his tunes. And the tune we're going to play after this, it's called Cafe Avino, because there used to be a coffee shop way down on Montrose. And it was a great place, and they went out of business. They never had any customers, but it was great for us because we got to go there and just drink coffee all day and play tunes. And so Richard wrote this tune called Cafe Avino. We used to have these great jam sessions at Cafe Avino. Sometimes you have things like that, little moments in time where people get together. And the Galician tune is called Monero Chantan.
Thank you.
Those are fun times playing tunes with Richard. And he's playing in a rock band that's playing at Grandfather Mountain Highland Games. He plays in a rock band that's kind of based in Dallas called Juggernaut. They're like a juggernaut, but get it, jig, like a Scottish jig or an Irish jig. Yeah. Anyway, they're hilarious. They're hilarious. Don't go for the comedy. So we were having a photo shoot a few years ago, Francis and I, and our drummer, one of our best friends named Wolf Loescher, and yeah, so we were down on Buffalo Bayou, downtown Houston. You know, the bayou runs through, and we were having this photo shoot, and Francis was staring at something in the water, and she saw a snake about this long and about that thick trying to land a catfish about this big. Honest to goodness.
Monster.
Yeah, huge. It was a battle because the catfish was still alive and struggling. I don't know who was going to eat who, but it was epic.
He did not care. At first, we were keeping him quite a ways, but we got closer and closer and closer. He wasn't worried about us. It was an epic battle, and so I wrote this tune about it. Sometimes I think I might post a picture of it, but it's a little difficult to see, so I probably won't do that. But I have a picture of this battle, and so
there wasn't going to be a winner.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
The snake was going to try to eat that fish. There's no way that snake would eat that fish and live.
He would die if he ate that fish. Yeah, so this tune describes that epic battle.
In flute form. On the bouzouki, Francis Cunningham.
Thank you.
We're very much looking forward to getting out and playing the big festivals again this year. It's going to happen soon. So if you want to show your gratitude to some of the people that have been working really hard this whole year, you can go to feedthefrontlines.com and you can donate a lunch or dinner, a mucky duck food to a nurse or a doctor in the medical center. They're putting things together to go and give food to those people that are taking care of sick people in the hospital. So thanks a lot for having us and coming and listening to us. It's great to play for you again. And we're going to close out with a set of tunes by one of my piping heroes, a guy named Gordon Duncan. He was a great composer and an amazing player. And at first, the old timers didn't really get what he was doing. But eventually everybody came around, and he's led a whole couple of generations of pipers in his wake. Gordon Duncan. These are 3 Gordon Duncan tunes.
E.J. Jones on the bagpipes there. Thank you very much.
They play it for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everyone online too. Thank you.
In a couple of seconds, we're gonna do an encore. As soon as that on-air sign comes back on, we'll do the Asturian tunes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, some really fun, happy tunes, and the people at livefromnorfolkstreet.com will get to watch it. It'll be like an extra thing for them. But you're seeing it live, so. Another tune I stole from Richard Keene.